Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So, good morning, dear principal. So, thank you for giving me a few minutes of your day. I really appreciate it. So, I want to start with a simple question. When you were a child, do you remember when you reading a book like for book like adventure, animal, or a short story? Do you remember how you feel when you read it? Like, read can do something amazing to a child mind, but today many of our students almost never read a book outside of class. They are busy with gadgets, TV, or even their social media. And because of that, many students find it hard to understand lesson, read sentence, or even speak with confidence. So this is why today I want to share a simple program that I believe can help the student, and it is called Read 10 Minutes a Day. Well, let's see the problem first. Let me share what is happening in many classrooms right now. So many students sit in class, but their minds are somewhere else. So they cannot follow the lesson because they don't understand the words and to use, and they cannot write a simple paragraph because they have never read one before. And when the teacher asks the question, they stay silent not because they are lazy, but because they have never been trained to think through words and sentences. And studies show that children who read every day, even just a 10 minutes, have better focus, bigger vocabulary, and higher confidence in school. But children who never read fall future behind. The sad truth is most of our students go home and they never open a book, not once, and we see as a school can change that. So the program, what we'll do. So what is the program? The idea is very simple. Like every morning before first lesson start, student will read quietly for 10 minutes, and that's all. Just 10 minutes. So there are three parts of the program. The first one is free reading time. So every morning, 10 minutes before class, student picks any books they enjoy. No test, no pressure, and no homework. And for the second one is a reading corner in class. So we will put a small collection of plants, easy books, and in the classroom, and students can borrow them anytime during read or while reading for the class to start. And for the third one is weekly sharing moment. So every Friday, students get 2 minutes to share one thing they read that week. So it can be one sentences, but also it can be one funny story, just something they want to tell to their friends. So these three activities work together to build a habit. So a small habit that if we start now, we will stay with these children for the rest of their life. So you might be wondering how it works. Now I know what you might be thinking. Will this take too much time, or will it cost money, or will teacher need to extra train? So the answer is no. This program uses books we already have in our school library. So it only takes 10 minutes, which we can use from the morning routine before lesson begin, and teacher do not need to prepare anything special, like they just sit with a student and read the book. So we will start with a 1 month trial, and at the end of the month, we will check with teacher. Did student seem more focused, or did they enjoy the reading time, or anything else? And we will adjust from there. Simple, easy, and free. And for the last. So, dear principal, I truly believe that 10 minutes is a small investment, But the rhythm is animals. Like we are not just teaching children to read, we also teaching them to think, to imagine, and to love learning. And it's all start here in the school and with your support. So I am not asking for a big budget for a big change, but I am just asking for 10 minutes in a day, morning, and your permission to try this for 1 month. And even worse, we can make it a permanent part of our school culture. And if we need to adjust, we will adjust it together. And thank you so much. I think that's all for our presentation. Maybe there is a question, critique, or suggestion. Yes.
So, in your side, you said that there's no teacher needed when they read the book. They can just read the book, right? So, it's for the elementary school, right?
Yes.
If they just read and there is a vocabulary that they don't know, how do they understand the meaning of the book? How do you overcome if you said that there's no teacher needed?
Well, actually, when they read, the teacher also read them. So when they don't know the vocabulary, they can ask to the teacher what the meaning of the vocabulary is. So
So the reading started 10 minutes before the first period started, and then teacher that gonna help them understand the vocabulary that they don't understand from the book is the first period teacher at the class.
can you repeat your question?
No, I'm just trying to make it clear that as the Refa said that you said that there are no teacher needed, but if the students do not understand about the vocabulary from
No,
the
no,
book,
no. But actually, a teacher accompany them when they read 10 minutes in a day, like before the first class.
okay, that's make it clear. Thank you.
Is there any question? Okay. If there's no question, I will end my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.